everyone. This is the Free American Press, your host, Alexander Horat. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Dow Jones Industrial Average in the stock market and also many other things. But before I begin, if you could please subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video, that'll be really appreciated. So we have seen that the Dow Jones Industrial Average, the stock market, is actually going up. It's getting up to all-time highs, even though that there's this huge war with Ukraine and Russia, and that there's all this civil unrest. The stock market continues to go up. And the reason why the stock market continues to go up is because basically what's going on is the vast majority of people in the stock market are very wealthy billionaires like Amazon, Jeff Bezos, and they have a lot of their money tied up into these stocks. So they don't want the stock market ever to go down because they want to continue making their money. And these billionaires, these corporations basically control the United States government, unfortunately. And basically what we're seeing right now is basically, even though there's all this unrest and everything, the stock market continues to go up because the Federal Reserve and all these banks are basically just printing money to put in the stock market. So basically all the stock market is basically just a siphoning place, a good place for the federal government to put taxpayers' money into the stock market and basically give money to these billionaires. And that's basically all it is. It's just a siphon for billionaires. And I'm really sorry to say that to everybody. And you definitely can make money on it if you invest in the right stocks. But that's basically what the stock market is. It's not for the people. It's just for, these corporations. They're putting in, billions and billions of dollars of your taxpayer money into buying these stocks and everything. They're making the dollar weaker by putting these stocks in just so a few people can have control over the money supply. And that's basically what banking does, is that banking is basically, especially the Federal Reserve system, is just a complete sham. Basically, all it's for is just to keep a few men rich and everybody else poor. And it's really a catastrophe because basically, say I'm the banker, I'm the leader of the Federal Reserve. I can decide how much money I would like to print. So I'm going to print $3 trillion or something, or whatever amount. And I'm going to give, because, I really like these corporations. I really like these people. They're my friends. And also I have stocks invested into these companies. I'm going to put $1 trillion in the stock market. And then I'm going to put give the commoners $5 billion, say. So basically what that does is that puts all the power of the money system into one person's hands or a small group of people's hands, the Federal Reserve Board. And they basically do this, push all that money to wherever they want, pick and choose winners and losers because they have the power. And that's not the way things should be. The power of money should be inherent with the people, and that's not how it is. Basically, they can create as much money as they want and not put it into the real economy, put it into the stock market. So to keep inflation somewhat down, while these billionaires get super amazingly rich, and then they're basically able to buy up all your land, all your houses, all the food, everything. And it's basically a game. And it's a very simple game. It's easy for anybody to see this, anybody. And basically in this game, they're buying up everybody. They're buying up everybody's future so they can control it forever. And basically, they don't care about humanity. We see them starting all these wars and everything just to make money. So they have little regard to human life. They have little regard to people, the vast majority of these oligarchs. And they only care about themselves and enriching themselves. And they're not helping the planet. They're ruining the planet with all the waste and everything, all this plastics and stuff. So we see how corporations are. They're not benefiting the people. It's kind of like ancient Rome. You had your emperors, your leaders, your small oligarchy, and they controlled everything. They had all the wealth. They had all the means of the production. They owned everything. And then the people owned nothing. They're basically slaves. Doing what their masters do. And that's basically how corporations work, unfortunately. And basically slaves to their corporate masters. And we see, these corporations fund both Republican Party and Democrat Party across the board, especially in California, We see actually corporations like PG&E fund both parties. They give money to both candidates, and that's basically what goes on. And that's why there's so much bipartisan stuff going on in California, for instance, and in other states and our Congress. So the question is, what do we do? How do we take back our country? How do we stop this Federal Reserve? How do we get rid of it? How do we go back to, say, gold and silver, real money, and, just have freedom? Well, the way we can do that is for you running for public office, for creating a, basically, when you run for office, don't take any corporate donors and lobbyists. Don't take money from that. And if you see a candidate, everyone who votes, if you use this, that's all I can say. And I think what needs to happen is there needs to be a lot of good people within the United States and other countries that need to run for public office and make sure the elections are fair. The people need to watch and make sure these elections are fair. And then win these public offices, we need to get just groups of people running who have clean hands, who aren't willing to take money from corporations or lobbyists. And if they do take money for their campaign, only take it from the people, small individual donations. So not one group has complete control over them like a corporation. So it's just time to take back our country, get rid of the Federal Reserve System, and basically stop this phony game where basically organized theft is happening in front of us, in front of our eyes, and it's time for us to stop it. And I would just like to say thank you for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please share it with your friends, and share this channel with everybody you can to get the word out. And please follow me on my other social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, Gab, YouTube. What else do I have? I'm also on GetterMinds.com, HugeTube. I really like HugeTube. And it's time for us to take our country back. And I would just like to say thank you all for watching this video. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like. God bless, and all have a good day.